I have to say, I love my new iPhone 6. I use this thing hundreds of times a day. I can't live without it. But you know, the one challenge is because I'm using it so much, the battery doesn't last as long as I want to.
Well, that's a big problem, and I think the bigger the phones are getting, the bigger the batteries they're getting. And I think battery technology literally needs to change, you know, and I've been talking to some battery experts, people actually have their PhD in like battery technology, about what the next revolution is in that, and they got nothing for me. Either it's the biggest secret in the world or battery tech is not changing anytime soon. So,
well, until your friends get their stuff together, you know, there's all sorts of different options. And we've seen a lot of these battery cases. The problem I have with a lot of these battery cases is it makes your phone like a brick, like super huge. That's why I'm really digging this this PowerShadow one.
Yeah, this is by Spider, the PowerShadow, and you're not wrong. This is a very sleek design for adding, we should say like a nice sleek design for still adding almost a 3,000 milliamp battery to your phone, literally giving you twice the power.
Yeah, so it's very easy to insert. You just simply put it into the case here, and presto kazinga, you're good to go. On the bottom, it's got little flaps that you can open up, one for the headphone and one for a USB charger. You hook up a cable to, you know, obviously your computer or a wall charger.
Yeah, and the reason for those flaps is because they actually tout this as being water resistant as well. So basically by having that covered up, if this does drop into the toilet and you're quick to act, you might actually save your phone.
Yeah, the one thing I found, the headphone jack, just depending how thick or thin the actual jack part is, it was a little bit of a, you know, a squeeze to get that in. But they do send or sell extension cables for that work with this. So, you know, that's one way to charge it. Another way is you can get the optional dock. This thing's around the $50 range. And you can see on the bottom it's got the little charging port here. You can basically just stick it in and it'll charge it like that. You don't have to take it out of its case.
Yeah, I like that feature, and we don't see that with a lot of these battery cases. Essentially, even if your phone's not in here, you could dock your battery case and let it charge as well. So whether the phone's in or not in, it does it. And one thing to mention, it charges the case and the phone at the same time, which we've seen a lot of these battery cases not actually do.
So, you know, again, from a design perspective, it doesn't make it look like it's 10 times larger, which I like, but it also gives me that extra juice that I need to keep going like right into the night as well.
You didn't like the fact that it was a little bit tougher to get the phone in and out compared to like a Mophie or something.
Yeah, like to get this phone out of this case takes a bit of work. You basically got to get your thumb in and push on the camera part, which kind of makes me a little bit nervous. But, you know, that being said, if you've got the docking station, you really don't need to take this out of the case that often.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's the PowerShadow, and it is by Spider, and I think it's getting kind of like mostly a thumbs up.
For me, it is.
Unfortunately, I don't have an iPhone.
That's too bad for you.
Hard to find cases for my phone.